Good morning here on WCTC 1450 AM, as well as streaming online at WCTCAM.com. Michael Cohen here, and we are going to our Central Jersey Newsmaker hotline to welcome in our weekly guest, and of course that is the manager of the Somerset Patriots, Brett Jodie. Brett, how you doing?
Doing well, Mike. How about yourself?
Doing very well, Brett. I know for you guys, you've had some couple of tough losses in the last couple of days. You guys are still right there in the mix here for the playoffs, obviously, with High Point in the wild card race. Let's just touch on a couple of the games. The game the other day against Lancaster, where you guys came back from a 1-0 deficit. You guys scored 7 runs, of course, with an error by Lancaster, a walk. All little things can help, and you guys took advantage of it in that 7-1 win.
Absolutely. It was good to see a big inning from us. Our offense needed it. We were able to take advantage of a few miscues by Lancaster, and that seems to be what all you need in this league sometimes, just maybe a miscue or a walk or a misplayed ball or something like that. So it really got us going. It was great to see. We batted around that inning, had some big RBI hits delivered by some guys that have been struggling a little bit, so that was outstanding to see. I really think thought it would kind of rise us up to where we need to be and maybe put us on a little bit of a streak, give us some confidence, and get us going offensively. And we're still waiting to see if that is going to be true or not. But great to see, great win for our team in front of our home fans here. They were excited about it, and then hopefully we can use that as momentum to move forward.
Last night was a tough one. It's one of those games that just kind of happens during the season where you have the game, you think you have the game in hand, and then unfortunately the other team finds a way to come back, and that's what happened in the 9th inning last night with Lancaster putting up 4 runs across.
It did, yeah. Too many miscues by our base runners, I thought. We gave away some outs on the base paths where we had a runner on third with no outs and tried to go home on a ground ball that we shouldn't have, and then tried to steal third base earlier in the inning on a first and second. Base runners at first and second, tried to steal third and got thrown out, and that took us out of an inning also. And really were threatening every inning, but just didn't maximize on those opportunities. We managed to get that 2-0 lead, but we probably should have been up 5 or 6-0 at the time, I thought, and just didn't get it done. So a game that you wish you had back, and you saw little opportunities to take advantage of things and get it done and really put that game away, but it really happened the other way, and Lancaster came back, tied it up, and then had that big 9th inning against one of our better pitchers, and that was it.
Talk about a couple of your players. Unfortunately, this is on as far as guys who are missing right now. I saw Justin Pacioli was put on the disabled list or injury list on August the 26th. Where is he right now in his progress to get back? Obviously, he's such a big bat for you guys.
Yeah, Pacioli's a great player. He makes things happen with his legs, and he puts together a tough AB and really gets on and creates havoc on the base paths and everything. And was really starting to drive him some runs too. His average is nice. He's a good player for us. But he was in a car wreck, which he seems to be fine. But it was just driving in some wet conditions and ran off the road. And we're praying for him and his family and making sure everything's okay. But he did walk away from it. Just has some concussion-like symptoms and stuff like that. And that's something you can't sneeze at in this day and age. So we have to make sure we go through the concussion protocol, and he's getting better, and we've seen him around the park from time to time, but just still not anywhere close to returning quite yet. But like I said, he seems to be in good spirits, and he is making progress. But that is a tricky situation when you're dealing with concussion type things. So we're hoping he gets back faster than later here, but it's not looking great as of right now. But hopefully we'll see him in the near future.
You've had a couple of guys really pick it up here in this week offensively. Of course, Paredes has done it for you really all year, but right now he's on a little bit of a hot streak. He's gotten 7 RBIs for you, 3 doubles and a home run in the last 7 days. And also, how about Scott Kelly? I mean, he's usually a bench guy. We don't see him too much in the box score, but he went 4 for 4 yesterday and is killing it right now, 462 over the last few games. Those two guys have really done a nice job picking up for you.
Well, Jimmy really gives us links to our lineup where, he had some big hits in Long Island the other day, some big 2-out knocks, and if he can sustain that, he really, really gives us a good chance to win, and we need a guy like that in the middle of the order to drive in runs, but just hadn't been as consistent as he needs to be, but has had some really big games for us. We're looking at him to really be consistent throughout the series and out the games. Scott Kelly did have a great game the other day, and if he gets on there, he can kind of make things happen, and he's definitely an inspiration to our team, and a fan favorite for us. Been around here a long time, and we're always excited when he's up there and getting on base and making things happen. But a nice spark plug, but we just need more people on the same page at the same time to get this train rolling.
Where do you see the bullpen right now as you are now heading towards September?
Yeah, we've had to replace a lot of guys that we've talked about, and we're trying to find those roles down in the bullpen. And you think you feel good about them, but sometimes it's hard to get to a certain guy, or a guy's off from certain things. That's what people don't realize. It might be we had a guy with an ingrown toenail that missed 4 days that doesn't really get talked about, and then another guy has back spasms for a couple of days, so he's out. So he's a guy we would normally use without giving names and stuff like that.
Sure.
So it's been tough to get through there, and then you're getting these new guys in there. You don't really know what they can contribute and what their strengths are and weaknesses, and you don't want to test it in the game, but you have to. You have to put them out there and see if they can get it done, and see if they're better against righties or lefties or in what situations. So we're still trying to figure that out, and again, hopefully trying to get more consistent there. I think we have good arms, but they just haven't been great every time out. So, but some guys are rising up and stepping up, and we need more to do so to go ahead and put up some more zeros. I do feel like the starting rotation, for the most part, has been doing a good job, and we need to find a few more zeros down in that bullpen and just collectively step up a little bit from all aspects of the game.
And, of course, Brett, you continue to get very good starts out of your rotation, especially the top of the rotation. Here are a couple of stats just for the fans to know. Liam O'Sullivan in his last 2 starts, a 1.38 ERA. And that's not even including the shutout that he had a couple weeks ago, but a 1.38 ERA for him. And then Rick Teasley, this is always a nice number, 0.64. That's a great ERA to have, especially this time of the year. As you said, the starting pitching has been excellent at the right time of the year.
We are, and you have to take advantage of that. When the Stars are going, 7, 8 innings and giving up, less than 2 runs, I mean, you need to take advantage of that and find a way to cross home plate more than they are and come out with the W. So don't want to waste those opportunities, and very, very happy with those starts, and hopefully they can continue.
Obviously, coming up here, you got another road trip. You guys go back out to Long Island for the last time this year. When you guys were out there last week, you picked up a couple of big wins. Obviously, this is the team that everyone's chasing right now. Big series this weekend before you head up to Connecticut to take on the Bees.
It is. They're all big right now. We're running out of time, running out of games, and we need to start winning series. We do have a big one in Long Island, and I thought we went there last time, played pretty well, came out with a split, and I feel like we should have won 3 out of 4 at least. But we need to go up there and start winning series, and wherever we go from here on out, we need to take care of our business and win a good amount of games.
And again, folks, we were talking with the manager of the Somerset Patriots, Brett Jodie, here on 1450 WCTC AM. Brett, I really wish you all best of luck this week as you hit the road for Long Island, and obviously following that up to New Britain as well. And look forward to talking to you in the next week.
That sounds good, Mike. Look forward to it, buddy.
Great. Take care, man.
All right, man.
All right, folks, that is Brett Jodie, the manager of the Somerset Patriots, and you can catch all the action with the Somerset Patriots as they hit the stretch drive going into September and trying to catch the High Point Rockers for the last playoff spot in the Atlantic League playoffs. Remember, catch all the action of Patriots baseball right here on WCTC 1450 AM or WCTCAM.com.